All right, hopefully we're live. Welcome to the Midweek Pump. I'm Nick Pixel TV. Welcome back to the channel. Doug, how are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. I hope you can hear me all right. Just hanging out this evening. Got a couple people joining in. We're just working in the bunker, hanging out. I figured I'd go live for a few minutes. Not gonna be a long one tonight because I got to get ready for a project tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that, and then good. Hopefully, can you guys hear me all right? Doug, hopefully you can hear me. What's up, Trevor Jones? What's up? Oh, that's good. What's up, Tin Man? It is, man. Midweek pump. Midweek pump. Andrew Scott. That's good. All right, good deal. Yeah, just hanging out, man. Just hanging out, guys. Stephen Letts, Mike, what's going on? Good to see you. Goats Firewood and Farms, what's up? I didn't really set anything up on the screens or nothing. I'm just looking off the iPad right now. Great to see you guys. Hello from Illinois. I hope all's well over there. We had some storms come through earlier, so the power and the internet and everything else was going crazy. So I thought I'll wait for those to pass. Indiana Doug, haven't been on in a while. Hope everyone is well. Thanks, Indiana Doug. Appreciate you, man. Jay Daniel, Sarah says hi. Tell Sarah I said hi. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching. I hope you're doing well out west. We've had some storms come through, and I was just playing down here. I'm getting I'm doing some beta testing with the MacBook. I did pick up an Android phone. I know, an Android phone. I got this Google Pixel I've been messing with a little bit just to do some testing, see where they've come along with Android. The last time I've had Android was back in probably 5-6 years ago. So I picked that up and been messing with it. Pretty cool features. YouTube actually launches features sometimes on Android before they launch them on iPhone or iOS, or sometimes vice versa. It depends what they're developing for and what the needs are. But they did launch a couple new tools for Android, which is really nice. Great to see you, midweek pump. That's what it's all about. Somebody messaged me today and said, could use a midweek pump. And I was like, you know what? Me too. I got so many projects, so many irons in the fire as usual. I have garden seeds over here. I wanted to plant some stuff in the garden, get that going. Thought we could talk about some technology. I know there's a lot of questions people were asking. I got some messages after last week's stream just about YouTube and analytics and things like that, and just how to read some data and how you can use data to help your channel. And you want to use your own data, not what everybody else's data. You can ask your friends and stuff and get helpful advice, but you definitely want to use your metrics to see where people are dropping off. One of the biggest things I can tell you that you have to look at in your metrics is when you launch a video is the engagement rate. You definitely got to get them to click on your video, and title and thumbnail and stuff help, but you got to have the engagement rate. So try to think of people watching the video the whole way through. But I'm definitely putting some videos together on that kind of stuff and some technology. I did order a new camera, a different camera. Like I need another one, like I need a hole in my head. But I wanted to talk about some camera stuff. There's some new technology coming out. Things are just progressing with technology. I also had a couple little ideas for some people here too that might help out with some lighting. But oh geez, I love iPhone. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it is tough. I live in a Mac world, so I got like a MacBook Pro there, and I have a MacBook Pro for when I'm on the go, and I bounce around. But I pretty much live in the iPhone Apple OS world, so it's a lot. It's nice for me to be able to just transfer files and AirDrop files and things like that when I need to. Now for cameras, I usually buy like a good memory card reader. Like I have an all-in-one memory card reader over here that's basically ready to go, and then I just plug my MacBook into it. You guys probably can't see this because it's plugged in, but that's something I always have. Wrench and Bolts, what's up, brother? How are you? Congrats on your graduation, brother. Outside with Shad, what's up, my friend? Great to see you guys. I need to proofread more. I know Nick made his millions. He has sold his homing pigeon 2073. Yeah, right, Lau? Lau, great to see you, man. Outside with Shab. Woo! Great seeing you, Shab. Thank you so much for that, man. It was cool seeing you by the campfire the other night. I got to be able to jump in on those. I haven't been going crazy on YouTube. I've been watching it, burning the midnight oil, watching YouTube in the evenings, and then just getting some things done. We got client projects. I got all kinds of things that I'm working on. Derek Rose, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, just throw another chat up. I'm a Mac and Linux guy, 100%. Yeah, Mac and Linux. It's good. I mean, I run a little bit of everything. I got basically for like radio equipment, stuff like that. I do a lot of the Raspberry Pi stuff, and then, Macs. I try to buy the latest MacBook Pros, run those for like 2 to 3 years, sell them, and then just keep that money. And I did a lot of the same thing with cameras. I don't let a camera get too old. I try to keep it going, less investment, and just it's kind of like a running cost then, because technology moves so fast that it just gets antiquated. So even my phones, like a new phone comes out, I try to stay current with that, and then sell the old phone, recoup some costs. And it only costs a few $100 a year to do that. So it's just like an ongoing thing there. John Hudson, what's up? John, I'm glad to see you guys pumping people up midweek. I had to jump on for a midweek pump. If you guys don't mind, hit a thumbs up. That's cool. I'm an Android guy, but maybe go back to Apple. So I mean, it's definitely, there's cost there. Now the new Samsung S21 Ultra, I think it is. That's going to be that's a pretty cool phone. My buddy has one. I was taking a look at that. We might sell the Pixel 5 and then go to the Samsung S21. I'm just trying to see the different features that are out there on Android. They did launch a feature on Android. You can post multiple. If you have the community tab, you're over 1,000 subscribers, you can post multiple photos on your community tab. So that's something to consider using as far as a tool. It's not out for iPhone yet, but it is on Android. So you can post multiple pictures in your community tabs, which is a nice tool to have. Something to consider. YouTube's doing a lot of cool things right now. I'm actually joining in on another YouTube research project with them to, I think that starts like in a week or something, or this week or whatever. I got invited to it. So I'm going to jump on that. And most of that stuff's under non-disclosure until the features come out, but it's really cool to be involved and see how fast YouTube launches features. And they've done that numerous times over the last couple months, where like they actually took good feedback and got it launched and got it into production. If it was something quick or something easy that they could tweak, they would launch it pretty quickly. And you guys are seeing some of those features. And Shorts is heavily used right now. Saw Surgeon, my man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to the project, man. Whatever you need, man. Mike, work on small engines, Mac phones. What's that, right? Philadelphia checking in. Don Lewis. I hope the Pixel Posse as well. Thanks for all the midweek pump. Definitely needed it. Yeah, I'm hearing that, man. Memorial Day coming up. Make sure you guys, think about the people that made the ultimate sacrifice for our country and for our freedoms and are no longer with us and things like that. So if you're in the military, we're in the military too. Thank you for your service. As always, I try to make sure I remember to say that stuff. I'll sell you my VHS recorder, even have tapes right now. Yeah. And everything now. I mean, we're getting down to, the technology moves fast. I mean, I was transferring a lot of files the other day, actually having an issue because Mac broke something. This is more technical, but with Thunderbolt 3, they broke the Thunderbolt bridge connection. So my NAS drive right now, I can only connect through the network versus connecting. It's a long story basically, but I'm limited to a gigabit connection. So when I'm transferring huge files from the cameras, which are sometimes 200-300 gig files of like a memory card or whatever the case may be, when I transfer that over, I can do it in like minutes versus, sometimes even seconds versus it taking a little bit longer. Now I have a gigabit network and I have a 10 gig network available here, but that's for another day. Gainsey, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in, man. Midweek pump. I'd love to have the new Mac Pro, but for the money, I got to roll a previous model. Yeah, I mean, they're 2016 and up. I mean, they're definitely expensive. So, you save up for that kind of stuff, and it's no different. I mean, you're going to spend a little bit more on a Mac, but it's no different than a good Windows computer for editing. You start getting the video cards now, and with everybody Bitcoin mining and cryptocurrency mining and stuff, video cards are hard to come by. So it's kind of, they're not hard to come by as much. I mean, they definitely get sold quick, but the prices on them are higher. So, it's pretty tough when you get into laptops. But laptops nowadays, you're pretty much buying once, and you have to let them run out for 3, 4, 5 years or whatever the case may be. So I try to buy the best because you're not really upgrading them like you once could. Saw Surgeon, all the usual suspects. Yeah, it's great to see everybody. Thumbs up, Bruce Manley. Thank you, Bruce and Robin. I hope you're doing well. Bruce and Robin have been playing out in their yard, and it's been fun here. I did a lot of power washing this weekend on Sunday. I basically power washed the sidewalk and the house and the deck and all that kind of stuff, getting ready for spring, trying to knock out these projects, trying to get to this weekend, getting through the midweek like you guys and girls and everybody else that's on the channel, and just trying to knock things out I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. We got a couple meetings tomorrow, a couple meetings Friday. We've got some travel maybe in the works as things progress here. We got some opportunities there, so that could be fun. And things are opening up. We need to port your network, sounds like, right? Exactly. Got to get the speeds, man, getting everything from the hard drive. I've been putting a lot of stuff on NAS drive or SSD drives. So I usually use like these Samsung T7s or these Samsung T5s with USB-C. They're really fast. And you go through drives. Like when you film, that's why I try to tell people start with your phone, because one thing leads to another. When you're doing YouTube videos, and if you're filming 4K or 1080, like start with your phone and just get started. Try to get some videos out, see if you can get some traction. If you can garner some traction, get some support behind you and everything else, then you can kind of make some investments. But to start off right away, one thing leads to another. You buy a good camera, now you have bigger files. Bigger files need more processing power, more hard drive space, more storage space if you want to keep those old files. I like to keep all my old footage for a period of time, so they usually make their way to an SSD drive, an external solid state drive, and then I also have a NAS drive, which is a network attached storage drive that basically is Thunderbolt capable with like 6 hard drives in it. I got like 20 terabytes of storage in that. So, I mean, I fill up drives. Like this is my stack of ongoing SSD drives, and there's probably a couple in my book bag. So, I mean, it adds up, and you go through it. But I do like the Samsung T5s, T7s. It might be an option though for external storage for you guys if you're interested. Tin Man. And also, we got trees to drop. My dad just called me the other day. We have some projects up at his house. I'd like to show you guys the barn and what we have going on out there. I got trees to work on here, and that might be something we mess around with this weekend a little bit. I got to get the bucket truck, and with all the rain we've had, the ground's still soft. So I'm waiting for the ground to harden up, because with a 26,000-pound bucket truck, you're gonna swamp it. And I don't feel like having to go through that mess to try to get that out. J Dubs, are you saying you don't need a 1DX starting out? Yes, J Dubs, that's what I'm saying. But there is some new cameras coming out from Canon, new Sony cameras coming out. There's a lot of technology. I mean, it really evolves. I mean, a lot of people, what they do is typically start with a phone, 10 gig. You have residential fiber, Nick. No, I have internal. So I do have fiber access. I have fiber in my office, but it's internal, like internal 10 gigs. So this way I can transfer stuff really fast and do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, fiber, my whole network is, I have fiber between my switches and stuff in my house, because I do have a commercial network at my house and outdoor access points and things like that. Goats, what's up? Indiana Doug, love Mac Pro, good old Pro Mac. Good old Pro Mac is more my price range. Should finally have fiber internet in a month. Tin Man, when that happens, we got to connect, man. We have to connect. I have some ideas. I gotta ping you this week, man, or this weekend or something like that. If you're not into too many crazy things, I want to ping you and chat about a couple things, because I'm working on some stuff for the podcast. I think I got the logo finalized for the podcast. So maybe I'll throw a little vector up there for you guys to see, and you guys can check that out. I have a computer science degree. I can imagine my computer collection, chainsaws and computer museum. Yeah, no, that's definitely, there's a lot of tech in this place here right now. I mean, it's, I'm basically, half of my life is technology. Like I say, the area between the pavement meets the dirt road. So, tech and everything tech is like day life, and then the night life and the weekends and outdoors. And that's just, you grew up in the outdoors and stuff like that. So that's always going to be close to my heart and be a part of what I do. But I do enjoy tech and, web and brand development and stuff like that. So that's what I do. That's good to hear though. So 1DX, what's up? Zone 32, camping 23 days away. Woohoo. Dude, we got to talk about that, Smitties. That might be something fun. Chainsaw computer museum. I can picture that. That's what it's all about, man. You go from one thing. I put a polo shirt on in the day. I go do what I got to do, and I come home. I put a Carhartt shirt on, or whatever the case may be. Go out boots. It was nice the other day. It was 80 degrees. Then it dropped to 60, and it's supposed to be cooler this weekend. So I don't think we're gonna be getting anything crazy. I think some rain, but you go from you come home and the first thing you change is your clothes, and you go out, and then you can just get dirty and you can just go do what you want to do, and that's the fun part. What's pavement? Exactly. Yeah, Jay Daniels, I get what you're saying, brother. Definitely, Jay. Man, it's great to see you guys for the midweek pump. I started out with an iPhone 6, I believe, but wouldn't trade my 1DX Mark II for anything. But it's overkill for YouTube. iPhone works great. So I've been shooting I mean, I bounce around. One of my favorite cameras, honestly, I see a lot of videos on YouTube, and I thought about doing something like this, but I see a lot of YouTube videos on, you know, what's the next, because not everybody's just going to want to use a phone. Some people are going to want to get a camera, or they're going to have better footage or better capabilities or more capabilities. And phones tend to break down in low light. So the process evolves. I guess I could show you a couple cameras here. The process typically evolves where a lot of people will go from a phone, and this is interchangeable because it depends what you want to do. But a lot of people go from a phone to something like this. This camera I've used and abused this little camera. This is the Canon G7X Mark II. This is a cool. It's actually a better camera, I think, than the G7X Mark III, which is right here. So they long story short, usually the point and shoots are where people go to because they have a fixed, a lens that's, have a little bit of zoom. You have a lens, you're not changing lenses, you're not doing anything else. You got flip up screens so you can watch yourself. You can, on the newest ones, you can put in external mics, you can still use them. But the flip up screen, I actually enjoy. A lot of people do the flip to side screen when they're looking at the lens and stuff like that. So it's kind of like one of those things where I like to flip up because I think you can glance up a lot easier than glancing left or right or looking off to the camera or trying to watch yourself. You want to watch the lens. You want to look at the lens all the time. Like I'm looking at you guys right now. You want to look at the lens and not off. So if I'm looking at the light above me, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm looking right now at the light above me, which is blinding me. And then I'm looking at you guys. So I think that there's a balance between looking off the screen, and I do like flip up lenses. So a lot of people go from a phone, then they start out maybe into a point and shoot because it's easy. The Sony ZV-1 is a popular camera. That's a flip out screen to the side. That could be an option for you. That's a good camera. I think the Sony ZV-1 is good. Sony's coming out with some newer cameras, though, that they're going to be dubbing as like the Canon M50 killer. Now, I did sell my Canon M50. I've really enjoyed the Canon M6 Mark IIs, and that's another upgrade, which also has a flip up screen. So screen flips up. This is the Canon M6 original M6, and then now they have the M6 Mark II, which has been my go-to. Now you have Indiana Doug. I'm happy you're a part of the Chainsaw Axe community. Thanks for doing what you do, brother. Thanks, Indiana Doug. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. So the the Canon M6, really good camera. I love this camera a lot, actually. I think if you're going to spend the money, though, you might as well it's a couple more bucks and you can get the Mark II, which gives you 4K and some other options. But then you get into, lenses, and you can swap lenses and change your lenses out, and you can have different lenses for zoom and better low light lenses that'll let more light in at low light, so you don't get that pixelated screen and it's not trying to focus all the time and things like that. So there's options there. So then you get into that realm, and you got your point and shoots. Then you got your entry level mirrorless cameras, and then you swap. You might go up to something that's popular. I just put some Pepsi in my keyboard. That's beautiful, wonderful. I got too many things going on here. But you might get into something like this is the GH5, GH5S, those kind of cameras. You get more lenses, more capability, 4K. And then recently what I've been shooting with is the Canon R5, which is definitely a higher end camera with a couple different lenses on the R5. So you can kind of swap around. But I like this is why I try to tell people to start with your phone, because it all adds up. Not when you get cameras and mics and stuff like that. This is the M6 Mark II. This is a go-to. I like this camera a lot, actually. Flip up screen. It's not the flip out to the side. I got the Sigma 16 mil, I think. Yeah, 16 mil 1.4. So this lets in a lot of light. It's a fixed lens, so you're not zooming, but it's a real wide screen, so it's really good for vlogging. I mean, you could literally just hold the camera like this and vlog with it if you wanted to. You can glance up, see if you're in frame or what your shot's looking like. This is a cool camera. I like this a lot. Canon M6 Mark II. So, I mean, aside from cameras, and I like the lens so much that when I broke one, I got it fixed, and they sent me. I got it replaced, and they sent me another one. So I use this. I bounce this between some of my other cameras. But I try to tell people, though, start with your phone, get some traction, get some things going. Unless you really are into like a photography and videography for personal reasons, or like aside from just YouTube, it might be something you want to consider. But I like to help people with that kind of stuff. A few more thumbs up. Thank you Bruce and Robin, I appreciate that big time, as always. I always forget. Alyssa Bell, Saw Surgeon, we were doing great. Alyssa Bell, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in. If I missed anybody while I was yapping, I apologize for that. Diabolical, Hottie Nick, stop. Diabolical, great video the other day, man. That toolbox, we could trade the toolbox if you want to. What is that? Snap on Epic something or other, I think. But that was a cool video, man. You definitely got some. You wrap money up in the tools. That's for me. It's the camera stuff and everything else, and those are the tools for me. So let me scroll down here. Made it, Cosmic Sponge. You make the funniest videos, brother. I'm telling you what. If you guys haven't seen Cosmic Sponge's channel, make sure you guys check that out. There's a lot of people that have channels here. Oh, Wayne Poulson's here. Just checking in. First time here. Techie vibes for sure. I see a lot of friends here too. Greetings, friends. Wayne, thanks for popping in, man. I enjoy your videos. I liked what you did when you kicked off your channel with the countdown and the reveal storytelling, storyline. I like that, and I can tell you have some video knowledge with your green, your green screens and stuff to show your rope work and all that kind of stuff with chainsaws and power saws and all the stuff you guys that you do. That's really cool, and I can tell you that I appreciate, Wayne, the effort you guys or that you put in to your channel. Especially like the video with, I watch you, Wayne, with the cuts where you had 3 of you in the same screen. You know that I know what you're, so that's good. But I enjoyed that, man. Good country living. Welcome, Wayne. Yeah, welcome, man. It's just a midweek pump. I wanted to pop on for about 30 minutes, hang out just a tad bit, spend a little bit of time with you guys, see what's going on. Probably clean my keyboard off, put a little Pepsi in the keyboard. But tech is fun. It doesn't have to be scary. You can do a lot of things with tech, and that's where I want to try to help people, get creative and kick their channels off and just get things going, because I think YouTube can do a lot more than just, even if you want to turn it into a revenue stream or something like that. I think YouTube can do a lot for you. You learn a lot of things. You learn from people. You learn communication with an audience. You learn to your patience and just the ability to work with people. So, I mean, there's all kinds of people on YouTube. It's a tremendous opportunity to be out there, both as a creator and as a viewer. The knowledge out there, the friendships you build, the people that want to get together. So I encourage people to put videos up. They don't got to be perfect. Nobody's, that's why I don't shoot even my videos with my high-end cameras half the time, because it's not, I want this to be fun, and I want this to not be a job. I want this to be just like everybody else. Pick up a phone or pick up a small camera or whatever and just go out and get some footage and have some fun. And that's what I try to do. I will have some videos coming out. I can do all kinds of different videos, but I will have some videos coming out. You'll see the ones I put more effort into, but I try to make them educational, and I just try to capture what I'm doing in life. And my life schedule, like you said, pavement, dirt road. One day I'm pavement. Sometimes in the middle of the day I'm pavement. Sometimes I switch to the dirt road right in the middle of the day, and things like that happen. So I'm just tackling life and battling, going through things just like all of you. And it's fun. It's really an experience that I think people should have, communicating with people and building something, even if it's just for you or family and friends. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people watch family videos, and you don't have to go out there and create what everybody else is doing. You can create what you want to create. And I think that's what adds value. I'm really glad you're here, Wayne. Wow, 4 bills for the R5. 4 bills for that R5. Yeah. The R5's the R5's a camera. Where you're gonna wrap your money up though is lenses. Lenses, when you start getting the cameras, and that's where I say it adds up. It all adds up. You get your camera body, and then you add, you got maybe a grip. Then you add a couple different lenses that you may need. Like some lenses you can get away with one that's a good range of zoom and wide angle, but then you get into things where you want to have a good lens that has a low f-stop, so you let in a lot of light, and you might want a wider angle lens, and now you have 10 grand wrapped up in lenses, or 5 grand or 3 grand or 2 grand or whatever. The lenses add up. So that's why a lot of people go from a phone to maybe like a point and shoot, or just to have a separate camera or a second camera angle. And then also maybe to a smaller camera, like a Canon M50 or a Canon M6 Mark II. because you're in the right around maybe a full setup in around $1,000 range, somewhere in that range. And phones today are $1,500, $1,300, $1,200. So I mean, you got to consider all those things. Hauling out Michael Hall is here. What's up? Simple Man's here. Sorry, I can't stay. Well, that's okay, Simple Man. It's just a midweek pump. We're just hanging out for a few minutes. Go Nick. Troy, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, very cool. Living the dream. Nick, just bought a Nikon Z5. Need a good wildlife lens. What should I get? Help, please. Living the dream. So the Z5, I'd have to look up and see what they have on Nikons. I haven't shot Nikon in a while. You know, the last Nikon camera I had was probably in 2012, maybe even before that, maybe 2009, was like a Nikon D90. I think it was a D90, and the D90 was like the king back then. And I haven't, but I'll have to check, light check, Jay Daniels. I think they're flashing, Jay. But what's funny about the lights, honestly, is when I do my live streams down at the campfire, and we're all hanging out at the campfire, which I would do if it wasn't raining and stormy out. It's these lights go off all the time in the house, so it's just funny. But yeah, so wildlife lenses, usually if you're filming from a distance, you want to look for a consistent aperture, so like an f2.8 lens, and probably like a 70 to 200 millimeter. So think of, let me grab a lens here. Like, so this is these are RF lenses for Canon, but think of 24 mil being a wider normal style picture. 15 mil, the lower the number, the wider the shot. So something to think about for those that aren't in the cameras. But so 24 mil to 105. So you're probably going to want to go like 200, so that if you're filming birds or you're filming wildlife from a distance, you can punch in a lot closer. So that's a good range. I mean, a 24 to 105-ish is a good range. Some like a wider camera angle, like 50. This is a 15 to 35. So you're not getting as much zoom, but it's more for like vlogging right in front of your face, wide camera angle, just wide shots. Maybe I would say the real estate photography, things like that, where you're trying to capture the whole room. But definitely we could talk about that, and I'd be more than happy to help you. But that's a good camera. That's a good camera, no doubt. Doug Willer, for gas if you need the generator. Doug, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've been having fun with that generator. I got to get the wiring done in the house, which my wiring panel is behind this wall over here. But I got to get the wiring done. I did get a generator transfer switch, so I'm planning on putting that in. This way I can just easily plug in the house. Now I can do the suicide cord if I need to in a pinch, or plug it into my shed and backfeed my house, which I don't recommend anybody doing that. I was going to talk about that in the one generator video, and I was like, it's probably safer to just not say anything. I don't want to be responsible for somebody that goes and does that. But in a jam, I could definitely get power to the house for right now. But yeah, definitely generator transfer switch is nice, or the lockout kits you can buy for your electric panels that make sure that the main breaker that feeds your house is off. But I got to get that done here soon. I did get the line buried outside. Working in the shed, working in the bunker, or in the shed as much as I can. And then I've been really on the tech grind this past week. So Billy from Philly, what's up, brother? Thanks for popping in recovery. Yeah, Stephen Letts, make sure you guys, throw a little prayer up there for Stephen Letts. He has some back issues, and he has to get those shots in his back to keep his back under control. So he was down and out the last 2 days, but that guy doesn't quit, man. Hard worker, little back procedure, and he's all good. I'd ask how you are, but it's pointless. Your name says it all. Casterman, what's up, Casterman? Thanks for popping in, brother. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool. Casterman 4.85923. Right on, brother. Casterman to the power of. Casterman, how's the axis coming along? I saw your little video. Seems like you're making some progress on the handles, brother. That's a pretty cool tool you got. GCL Casterman. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's popping in tonight. That's very cool that you guys are popping in midweek. I know I'm not consistent. I'm not the most consistent on the tube, but it's right now. In my heart, it's a really big thing. It's something I got to balance my time and share my time across the board with priorities and things like that, and just doing what I can. But I try to make valuable videos. I can make a lot of easy videos, but you know, I don't want to do everything that everybody else is doing. I kind of want to just have some fun and put things up that I think might be useful. One thing I actually think would be useful is lighting. I see a lot of videos when you guys are filming or going live or doing anything like that. You want to think about lighting. Now, this isn't the best lighting scenario that I have here because of my overhead lights and stuff. You can turn them off, but something to consider is when you have a small light source, okay, a bright small light source. When you're videoing, you're gonna get, let's call it harsh light, right? You're gonna have harsh light or directional light. Think of like a flashlight beam shining at you. Or when you're shining into the piston of a chainsaw, right? And or the chamber, and you're looking down there and you're trying to show that, and you pound the flashlight on, and boom, it's just all blown out. Ideally, you want to have as big of a light source as you can in front of you and diffuse it. So think of diffusion, like even if you're in an office environment, you see the diffusion across the top of the light panel. So if you have T8 4-foot electrical, light boxes, you're going to have diffusion. Usually it's like a clear diffuser on that to kind of cast light out. Well, you want to think about that in video, and you can do that really easily with a bed sheet, like a clear, a white, ultra white bed sheet, real low thread count bed sheets. You can get really creative. You don't have to buy anything crazy, but I was going to show you something that I thought of. This is a newer soft diffuser. This one's a smaller one, but this is I can show you how this works, because I see a lot of people that are real like harsh light or real bright light like right at them, and like I'm hot here like under this light, but I could diffuse and you're gonna see it gets rid of shadows and stuff like that. But this little thing pops out, and this is just a light diffuser. So if I put this up here, it's gonna filter that light and get rid of the harshness on my face and kind of even that out. So this is something to consider, even if you're using, there's got to be a better option around here. Let me grab a flashlight or something, right? Let's see if this works. So if you're filming something, I thought this would be good to show, but you could prop this in front of your light source. So say you're just using like shop lights in your garage or whatever the case may be, or you have your light above your workbench. What you could do is use something like this and blast your, see how that makes the light, it evens the light out versus like a direct. I know this isn't going to do it justice, but do you see how soft that is versus direct? I hope that comes through. Boom. Can't see it. Boom. Right? So this is something that might be helpful for you guys. I don't think these things are expensive, but you can do them with a bed sheet. So something to think about when you guys are filming and making your YouTube videos. And this is cool because it just, they make them a lot larger. These are probably only like 30 or 40 bucks, but this is something you might want to have. You might want to have over your workbench. Something to have. You could staple it up to your workbench if you wanted to and have your light shining through it. It'll give you a little bit more even lighting. It's going to make a difference. And definitely if you're filming with a cell phone, you've got to almost have lighting in most scenarios because they break down under low light. So something to consider. I thought I'd show you guys that. Real simple. You can pack it up. You can take it with you. They're good even in the sunlight or whatever. If you have sun coming through, if you get a bigger one, they make them in different sizes. You can get like a 4x8 one if you want to for bigger diffusion. But I thought you guys might find that interesting. Old timer, I'm still around. 732. Watch those back shots of hip surf. Yep. Okay. Hello, Casterman. Talk to you later. All right, man. Tim, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Stephen Gwynn's here. Is Stephen Gwynn here? What's going on? Flashing lights and bed sheets, right? Stephen Gwynn, always a character, my brother. Dana Hudson, what's up, Dana? You guys are fun down there. You guys are fun. What don't like the black screen video? Mike, how are you? Good power saws. Trevor Jones. Doug, that's what I've been thinking about this week. Needing to work on. Old timer. That's great. So yeah, skeeters are out, no joke. Bugs are out everywhere. Yeah, we had a bear. We've had a bear running around here, so that's been interesting too. Little baby cub. And the squirrels are coming up all the time now because I was feeding them. So now they come up for peanuts and stuff like that and hang out. But yeah, so if you guys need any lighting tips, definitely that might be something to consider. Tech is moving like crazy right now. Anker just came out with some new power packs, not power packs, but charging cords like the nuggets you use to like power bricks. Those are going to be sweet. They just launched their Anker I think they're called Nano 2s or Nano 3s, but if you want to charge your phone faster, those are cool devices too in the tech space. There's just a lot of things going on in tech and everyday carry, and some cool things coming out this year. But I'm always on. I always have battery packs because a lot of my cameras and phones and stuff I can charge with battery packs. Did Harbor Freight ever? Oh, Dawn Lewis, did Harbor Freight ever make good on the dented car? Yeah. So Dawn, they actually. I called their support line, and this is like a cool test for, because I'm not like the Harbor Freight fanboy or anything like that, but I buy what I can afford and what's going to meet my uses for the situation that I'm in. If I need something, quick and whatever, I can run and get it, boom, done. But I called them at the time because of all the things going on in the world with shipping and all that kind of stuff. They didn't have it in stock in their Southern California warehouse or whatever, but they could get it to me. It would just take like maybe up to 2 to 3 weeks based on the shipping providers on how fast I could have got a new door. They said, we'll send you a new door and we'll ship it to you as fast as we can. Or you can get down to the store, talk to the store, let them know that you spoke with us, and they can probably just issue some credit on the box. So they ended up issuing me a credit. I think it was like $60 or $70 or something like that off of that welding cart, which to me, for a door, and I was honest with them. I said, listen, like it's a welding cart. I'm going to beat it up. I'm probably going to be welding like around it, on it. Metal's going to be hit. Like it's going to get beat up. It's disappointing when you buy something new, like a refrigerator, and boom, there's a dent in it. But if it's not really, major, you might decide to keep it, or maybe you get a discount. But they did make it right as far as my book was concerned. And that was cool of them. And I said, look, I'm not one to complain. I didn't really want to take all the stuff back off and put the cart back in the truck and take it back down and get a new one, because they would have exchanged it for me. So that was, they would exchange the whole cart. So, I mean, it was just an option there. Casperman, by the time YouTube takes their cut, you have something left for cashews. Yeah, dude, YouTube, man. YouTube's all right. I mean, it's all part of we get to upload our videos here for free, but it is getting, I'm not real. I love YouTube. I do. I'm not real. How can I say this without, offending? Like, I'm not real happy with how they're taking their platform all the time and the censorship. I saw a lot of channels in the last 2 weeks that got popped for things that probably weren't just real gray spaces, I guess. Like, just be clear about it. What you can do, what you can't do. And I think that would solve a lot of things, but I think they're getting better at it in the Creator Insider channel and things like that they have, and YouTube creators. They're definitely trying to put more information out there, but I'm just not real. And I think it's a tough thing. I mean, I enjoy what they're doing and the progress that they're making, but sometimes 2 steps forward, then 1 step back. And some of these other things, like I see channels that are big that they depend on YouTube, and they're pushing YouTube, and all of a sudden their YouTube channel's down for something they don't even know what they did, and then they can't find an answer what they did. That's pretty tough. That's a pretty tough thing to deal with, but definitely pretty crazy. How's the new property coming along? I'm sure Wayne's enjoying life right now. Ralph Kanegi, what's up, brother? Shoot some pics, Ted. Got let's see here. Be safe living. Bucking, great video. Hi, says Bucking here. I didn't even see him. Did I miss him? Bucking Billy. I missed Bucking. See, what's up, Bucking? Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, it was a good video. Man, Buck and I were talking earlier just about tree cutting down. I got a lot of projects between my dad's, my neighbors, my house. I got a couple, he wants to come over and cut trees. I said I would like to have a good couple projects if he was going to come over. As soon as those borders open up, man, it's great to see you, Bucking. I can't believe I missed him there. Killinger, is Killinger here? Oh, Miss Eric. Hey, Nick, congrats on the 10K. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Killinger. I appreciate that, man. How am I missing? I got to scroll back. Hey, if I missed you, just run it again, if you don't mind. Just run it again. Yeah, Killinger, great. Awesome. And Bucking, all in the same thing. Everybody's here. 30 people live. We're changing the world right now. No, it's cool. It's very cool. Wednesday, midweek pump, good times. Great to see everybody. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down. If you're thinking about it, don't do anything. Just watch. That's cool. Coming along, waiting for legal stuff to get done. Hopefully another month. Be owning it. That's awesome. Blessings to you. Saw Surgeon's got some cool projects going on. Dave P62 trying to move away from the free up. 3 double or Frenchie, that's okay. I have well, Robin and Bruce, we know you have projects going on, and it's fun. You know, we were talking about this the other day. Is like what I like about the midweek pump and like YouTube is like when you're creating things and you're doing things like it. Sometimes we get in life like it's really tough to see progress. Have you guys ever been through that before, where like you just feel like you're going through the daily motions all the time and just going through what you have to get done, and it's hard to sometimes see how far you've come along or progress. I think there's some videos on my channel when I was just building this room just to have the bunker before I brought stuff into it and stuff that was just scattered throughout my house. And I was able to build this room. And it's like, after a while, like the YouTube thing is cool. You see progress, you get to see exciting times or, you know, times that were tough or whatever the case may be, and have that on the channel. I think YouTube is really cool for that, being able to, you know, contribute content and see what you've accomplished. And I was talking to Bruce and Robin, and I just said, you know, it is tough to see progress sometimes. So little by little, when you capture that, and you can go back and say like, hey, this is what I got done. And they're working on their property like crazy right now. And that's like a springtime thing to do. And one, you know, home ownership, it's just never ending. One thing leads to another. You got you got to maintain stuff, or else then it's just even more painful to manage. And, you know, I think the midweek pumps and the videos and just chatting with you guys. So I'm a person that likes to have people around to motivate and to be supportive and push forward and do that kind of stuff. So I try to help people the best I can. And I try to keep the ear close to the ground to listen to and be able to learn from people as well. And like, it's been a really cool experience on YouTube with meeting new people and getting new experiences, learning new stuff, and people that are willing to share their time, the most valuable asset we have, and that we don't know how much of it we have to begin with, and being able to share that, that's important stuff to me. That's important stuff. And I always, this is important. This is important stuff. So, I mean, some people look at YouTube as a joke or just something to do to pass time. And I think it's I think any kind of sharing and communication and collaboration. I was talking to my friend, and I was like, man, I have friends in China, I have friends in Japan, I have friends in Russia, I have friends all over the place, Romania now. And it's cool stuff to see what their lives are up to and touch base and people that I didn't even know a year and a half ago. And in 1 year to be able to build this and be able to help each other and bounce around and get, like, I love that. I love that push. And I hope that I can push some of you guys. That's why I like to talk about tech and whatever, websites or marketing or whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll definitely try to help you out. And I'm an outdoors guy, so I enjoy that as well too. So very, very cool stuff. Steve Theriot, hope everyone's well. I hope you're good. Hi, Nick. Well, hello to you, Steve. Thanks for popping in as always. I definitely see you in the comments all the time when I launch a video, and I appreciate that big time. That means a lot to me. I enjoy the comment. You know, before I go to bed, I check comments. When I wake up throughout the day, sometimes I get a chance to respond to a few of them, but sometimes that's really uplifting. If you don't have a channel, it's really hard to explain that. But when you have a channel, it can be uplifting. I mean, there's comments that beat you up too and stuff like that. And you try to filter the noise, but at the same time, it's kind of like, sometimes we need that. We all need that. Sometimes that's just motivating, saying, hey, Steve's watching my video right now. That's really cool. Or he watched it and he got some value out of it or just enjoyed it. That's very cool stuff. No cicada here in Idaho, all too cold. Yeah, our weather's been all over the place. Been working on the house refinancing. A lot of people are working on the house for refinancing. A lot of people have been doing that. The cost to do projects. I'm glad I got all this wood and stuff and did this a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. Whenever it might be 3 now, but I'm glad I got that done when I did, because and I bought my fence panels last year just because the cost of everything right now is through the roof. But it's a time to, just a balance of time. But refinancing it's a good time because interest rates are low. So if you can get something locked in, fixed or something and knock out your payments, or get something you can afford and then pay an extra payment every year. Well, one extra payment knocks your interest rate down. Kane, what's up? Thought I missed the live. How's everyone doing, dude? We're doing all right, brother. We're doing all right. We're just hammering through the week. We got 2 more days. We got a little bit of a longer weekend. I don't really look at the weeks and weekends as much as I like to talk about them. It's more of every day is just a grind to knock things out. So depending on the weather, we got some projects, got some things going on. And when I can't be outside and it's raining and crappy outside, I'm in the bunker. I'm just hanging out, doing some work on the tech, doing some work for customers, which I got to get some stuff ready for them tomorrow. And then I have my own project I'm working on that I just got good word on too, with some logo trademarks and stuff like that to get the a brand protected that I've been working on for months, and that's a lot. But I definitely want to get out there on the power saw, get running the power saws, and get out there and play in the woods. And my dad's house, I'd like to show you guys the woods there and what we have. It's just a small piece of property, but we have a little barn and stuff like that. So it's cool. I wanted to share that with you guys, and we'll make a video up there here coming up. Chuck Yu, what's up, brother? Thanks for popping in, man. I hope I didn't miss anybody. BBR, another road trip coming. Are you ready? Jay Daniels are you on the road, Jay, or you want Buckin to be on the road? Because I know Buckin's itching to come to the States. I know it's did they open up the borders yet? Does anybody know about that, or how close we are to maybe opening up some borders and some travel? That would be the big catalyst to getting some things going, even some small projects or things to get some people together. Stephen Gwynn, what is your opinion on WordPress CMS? So WordPress, powerful, man. It's here's the issue, Doug, with WordPress. I mean, you got themes, you got plugins, you got the framework itself. So if you're developing, if you can manage all three of those pieces, then it's good. If you can't, then it's also hosting, and there's ways to increase the speed of it, the load time. Very powerful. It's one of the top platforms in the world. Drupal, Joomla, WordPress, all the top CMSs that are out there. There's a pile of CMSs. If you're thinking about a small website, though, I would look something that you can manage or something like that people can manage. I would always recommend, maybe starting out with a Wix or a Squarespace or something. Big platform. You're not worried as much about the platform maintenance and the management because it costs more to do that. Or even if you're just doing a storefront, you might want to use like a Shopify or something like that. That's kind of everything in a container in a box. But WordPress, you can do a lot of things. We manage about 900 WordPress sites. Now, maybe 850. Canadian Travel, going to open up. Pound of Pepsi for the midweek pump, dude. Pound it. Don Lewis. No sponsor. The last thing I need is another Pepsi, Don. You know what I'm saying? He knows what I mean. Okay, good deal. I don't know what you know that I know that he knows. Next, the border. No go in the border. Border will be closed for a long while. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to deal with live streams and stuff, but Dana Hudson, Squarespace. Yeah, Squarespace. I mean, for the cost, and then the management and stuff like that, you can easily wrap yourself into thousands and thousands of dollars with a truly managed platform. So when you talk about sites that can get you started, and they've built a lot of powerful tools, and you might not have as much on the SEO side or maybe some of the integrations, and then you end up adding a lot of third-party modules in. But from an all-around storefront, don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest fan of those, but because there's a lot of limitations. But at the same time, when you're starting out and you're like, oh, I'm a small business, I sell small things, and I produce this and I want to sell it, then that's where you're looking at something that when you can get into it for 20, 30, 40 bucks a month and be able to manage it yourself and not have to worry about working out bugs or plugins or modules or CSS or any of this other stuff, like that's and for most it's going to be over the head as far as that's concerned. But you can do a lot with a domain. I do recommend everybody though grab a .com, a .net, have something. If you're thinking about building a business or a brand, do the research beforehand to see if it's taken. There's a lot of stuff that goes into brand development that happens before you start anything. And sometimes you can't even talk about things. If you think it's going to be big enough, you can't even talk about it until you go through the USPTO and get like a word mark or a trademark, basically, which like you own the word or you own the term to give you protection. That's more in a big brand stuff, but local businesses, like you got to think about that stuff, because you might have so-and-so company A here in California, and then you might have so-and-so company A here in Pennsylvania, and you want federal protection against people using that name or that trademark or that slogan or the word or whatever the case may be across the board. And that can add up into some costs. Last trip I sent, I'm human CNC now. Gasterman, do you program on your phone where you're going to move to? It looked like Gasterman, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not but when you were going across that with the machine, do you think like it would be go long ways with the wood with that, like up and down more than across. I could be wrong. I don't know. I guess you're getting the contour of it, but maybe like to get some of the excess off. I was just watching that clip, man. I was like, man, I wonder how that works. Tree fella, Liggett, Chris Liggett's here. What's up, Chris? Love you, brother. Thanks for always keeping me pumped up, man. I appreciate that big time. John Bob, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Oh, yeah, GCO, we're in far from Hoopy area, OSHA. Picture's nice. It's a good idea. Hey, Chris. I have to move this little mouse thing because I have a mouse on my iPad. If you're ever down this way, bring your saw. I got lots of wood to cut. Very cool. 30-31, mash it. Mike Cantrell. How cool, everyone. 30 for 30. Appreciate that. Taz here. I haven't seen Taz yet. I could be missing him, though, because I've missed a lot of comments. But have a great night, everyone. Let's dominate the rest of the week, please. How about it? Look at how was your dinner? Yeah, it's great to see everybody. I mean, midweek pump. What are you guys up to? What are you guys going to accomplish this weekend? What are you guys getting into this weekend? I want to stay in touch on that kind of stuff. It's not really just about what I'm doing. It's about what you're doing because the midweek pump is designed for you guys. That's what it's all about. I get people that message me and say, hey, I could use a midweek pump this week and check in with everybody. And it is nice. It breaks up the week a little bit and you can just, think about all the things you want to accomplish and get done. And Phenom 1, God bless and protect you and your family. Phenom, thank you so much, man. All your kind words all the time. Yeah, you tend to leave them at random times, man, that always seem to hit solid, man. I appreciate that. Joke Ray, have a great night, man. Shoot a video, probably a glorious sunset. I'm way overdue. Yeah, you have to. It's tough, man. It's tough because there's so many videos I want to shoot. I never know what people want to watch at the same time because I have so many different things going on that my channel is probably always going to be a bounce around. And honestly, it's fared well. I mean, I'm so thankful for the 10 to 10K subscribers and the growth of this channel over the year. It was truly unexpected. And what's cool about like just going through that stage is like it can be done. And I've been all over the place. I haven't been like the punctual YouTuber. I post this day. I'm live this day. I try to do the best I can, but life happens and that happens for all of us. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. And I think that, like I said, you don't have to look at, hey, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to get monetized. I mean, a lot of people do it for that. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But like for a while, a lot of people were telling me, like, dude, you're all over the place. 1 minute you're here, 1 minute I'm like, yeah, that's me, man. 1 minute I'm working on a computer, the next minute I'm out cutting a tree down because it fell down in the storm. It's just how it happens. But I think it can be done, and I think that just put the content out that you want to put out, or what value you can add to the world, and stuff that makes you happy, makes you smile, that you feel good about. And I think if you feel good about it, most other people probably feel good about it too if they care about you. So that's what we love and I love about your channel. Posted midweek Rippa. Yeah, everybody's doing that. That's pretty cool. What's your age? You don't mind me asking. Camping in South Michigan. I need to get up to Michigan. That's where Steven Letts is at, and we gotta get up there and pump him out. He wants to come over to Pennsylvania too, so we might do a little hookup and get together and do some cutting together. Which would be a fun time. That's something we definitely want to get into. I can't wait to get together with a lot of you guys. I mean, different times if things were freed up and time allowed, it's cool to get together and get creative and get a bunch of creative people together that want to actually just have some fun and make some videos. I think that's going to be really cool. Michael White, Don Lewis, blessings. Decomp horsepower. Good night, Casterman. Is Casterman going to bed? Casterman, dinner time. Got to roll. Love you. All the best community ever. Have a great week. Rock it. Yep, we're not too far. We're not too far behind. It's 10 now. I just wanted to pop on for a little bit this evening and make sure that you guys are doing well and that you're having a great week. That's important. And if you're not having a great week, try to turn the frown upside down and just do whatever it takes to have a better week. I mean, it's a push through, get through it and try to make each day better than the last one. And, just have a little bit of fun. If it takes, maybe it's making a video or just, talking to somebody or whatever the case may be. I know a lot of people text me. I text a lot of people too. Sometimes I just need a little bit of a, chit chat just to get the blood flowing and some thoughts going. And that little bit of push always helps. So I want to try to be there and do that. I should try to get some of my garden going, and I'm going to mess around tonight. I get a couple projects done, get a few things done this evening. Usually I'm in the bunker in the evening, so that's when you'll catch me via email or whatever the case may be. It's usually in the evenings. That's when I try to catch up. There's been people that reached out to me on Instagram, and yeah, it's really cool. Tech's moving. It's been interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on in the tech space. Life in the 906 is here. Life 906. Mike, love seeing you, brother. Thanks for popping in. One True Space. I'm so late, but hello. It's no worries, man. No worries. I'm doing better now that I'm here with you. I appreciate that, Phenom. John Hudson 906. See you, Casterman. Love your videos. Nick Curtis, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Night Dawn. Yeah, it's always a pleasure seeing you on. Be safe, stay healthy. God bless. This is what it's all about, man. Kindness in this is I can't tell you guys thanks enough, man. That stuff hits. That stuff hits hard. Yeah, other than that, we got a lot of things to do. And if you guys have ideas, if there's something specific you want, sometimes I try to turn those into videos, and I film different things from time to time that either don't get released or I film a part of it and then I can come back and film a part of it later. But definitely have some video ideas as far as things that maybe technical, and we'll fill that playlist up a little bit. And then I also have some outdoor stuff we can fill up. I do want to do an EDC video. There's a lot of stuff that's people are searching for right now on the YouTubes, and I definitely want to create some of that content to jump in on some of the search volumes that are out there, because there's things I think people should have. Generator was one of them. That's definitely something I think people should have. And people are curious about it, especially with the storms and all the things going on and power outages and stuff like that. So helpful things. I got to go. Ralph, take care of yourself, brother. Thanks for popping in this evening, man, for the midweek pump. This is what it's all about. We miss you weekly. We know it's spring. Old Timer Gain, have a great day. John Bob, Ralph Carnegie, blessings. Hi, John. Yeah, we're just Nick, always pleasure. Good. I think I got caught up there. We're good, but no, definitely. Mac gifted me Billy from Philly. I don't know why you're getting hung up there. Mac 131 gifted me the saw and the bar chain should be here Friday. That was I think I saw that video, Billy. That was some kindness there. There's a lot of people helping each other. There's a lot of people helping each other, and there's a lot of people that are willing to help. And that message, and that you'll never go wrong with trying to help each other and push each other forward. So wherever I can fit in, definitely, if you need some help with tech or YouTube or whatever the case may be, I can give you some advice. I always recommend use your own channels, analytics to decide what you're going to do. You can always shoot, aim for the stars on a few of them, try to knock one out of the park here and there. But definitely use your own analytics to make decisions. And if you need help with that, hit me up and I'll try to make some time and we'll just kick the can around, see what we can do. Because I want to see you guys succeed. Whether you have a small channel, big channel, whatever the case may be, I got experience across the board on those. So I like to see people do well, and I want to see the best in everybody. Nothing much about a house. Jay Daniels, Phenom 1, Stephen Letts. I want a mac and cheese Monday from. I know John Hudson. I was waiting for the call out. Mac and cheese Monday. Yeah, Mondays are just over the top for me, but I will do my best, John. Anyone have a dual fuel generator? Lau, that's popular too. So the one I bought, there's a company making a kit for it to migrate it for propane use or gas, but that's definitely Buckin, take that woman out for a nice dinner. I need to do that. That's on the list. We're planning on spending some time this weekend. Buckin, thank you so much. Can't thank you enough for all your support here, man. You definitely. It's been so fun to watch you just move and keep going, and then also that's a lot of weight because you're not only keeping yourself going, you're keeping everybody going, and you're motivating the community. And when I see those comments, especially when on your live feeds and in your videos, and then the message and just watching you cut trees down, spend the time with your son, man, it's just powerful stuff, man. It's powerful. So I want to see your channel just, every day I'm waiting for that next push for you to get to keep it bigger. Cause I really do believe that you can change the world, little by little. It's gonna blossom, and the people that I've met through your channel and the friendships and everything else. They're people that I would love to. I wish we were all neighbors, and sometimes it feels like we are neighbors. The way we all communicate and stay in touch as best we can. And even the times where we don't communicate, but we're still on the wavelength. You know what I mean? We're still on the wavelength and we communicate. But I thank you so much for that, my friend. And definitely, as soon as these borders open up, we're doing something. You guys can bank on that. We got. I'm going to put that logo up. See what you guys think about the logo for the podcast, and then we'll try to get that things. Like I said, this was all unexpected to get as far as we've gotten here, but I appreciate that your help and everyone here's help. It's what it's all about, man. It's what it's all about, and we're all helping each other in some way, shape, or form. We're all helping each other out, and it's a cool thing to be a part of. It's a really cool. I feel humbled to be a part of this drive, and I really, when I get messages from people that say, I really needed the pump up, or I really needed, I really appreciate you taking the time to give me help or help me with my channel or talk to me about cameras or whatever else. Like, that's what it's about. I thought I pulled a guy off the road today. Right. So luckily I had one of my ropes for climbing in my truck, and he's stuck in the middle of the street, right? Busy street. I mean, cars were backed up a half mile. They're all trying to switch to the one lane. I pull up, and he's like, and he's shaking his head. He's having a crappy day. His alternator or something went, whatever the case may be. His truck wasn't starting. I said, does it move? He's like, yeah, it'll move, neutral. I was like, you want to push it? You want me to help you push it off the road? He's like, nah, the tow truck's going to be here in a few minutes. I'm like, buddy, there's cars the whole way down the street. I can help you. Let's just get you off the road into this parking lot. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, this is YouTube. This is YouTube. I was, he wanted to give me money. I'm like, dude, pay it forward somehow, man. Like, I hope you have a better day. Smile a little bit. I mean, he was really upset. And there's cars down. They're beeping at him. They're going crazy. They're beeping at me. It's 85 degrees out, sunny, beating on the pavement. You know how that goes. So I grabbed the rope. I roped him up. We pulled him off the street. Made sure he was good. And it's like things like that. You do those little things. You just go in your way. Makes you feel better. Probably made that person's day a lot better. And you do that. I see a lot of that happening on YouTube. So that's what it's really cool. I'm getting excited to press out an axe. That has to be, that's exciting. That's exciting. By the way, for Buckin's site too, we got the press page, basically the axe forging page we're working on. A lot of cool things there. So you'll see if you guys were a part of that. As far as buckandbillyray.com is concerned, you'll be able to go on there. Buckin's doing some videos for behind the scenes on that, and just little updates that some of them will make it to the channel. Some probably won't. But the website's kind of like the inside space that he can get creative on, and it's a place that he owns, and he can do what he wants with. So sometimes you can, you'll see different shout outs for people on there, or different videos that just will give you some little motivation that might not have made it to the YouTube. So make sure you guys check that out. But he's definitely alongside putting up and getting all this stuff going on the Forge side. He's also working on some videos and some content for the site. So make sure you guys check that out and stay in tune there, because that's a mission that I know that, with what he has going on, all he wants to do is keep everybody in the loop and keep everybody that's a part of it going. So I think a lot of people are excited about that. I know that I am. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to head to bed, everyone. Online school stuff going on. Kane, thanks for popping in, man. I hope you got pumped up, man. Finish out the rest of your week, dude, and keep it rolling. Tasman says keep it rolling. Awesome. We're waiting, Buckin. Another live build, Buckin. Wood bullet. Yep, right on. Have a good one, Steve. Can't wait. Yeah, you guys are fired up, which is good. Well, listen, I'm gonna roll here shortly. Couple minutes, unless you guys need anything else or think of anything else you want to ask. Last minute, I'm going to get back to doing some little projects. I wanted to pop on here, spend some time with you. Midweek pump, keep fired up, knock out your projects. That little bit of progress here. Try snapshot it, take a video of it. I got this done. I got this done. I didn't get this done. I got to finish this. Whatever it takes to keep yourself rolling, keep your energy levels high, and just plow through it. Let's get everything done that we can. Let's make some videos. Let's have some fun. I love seeing you guys in the comments. Make sure you guys, interact in some way. Thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, like, share, tweet it out, tell your friends, text somebody, whatever you got to do to, you know what I mean? Whatever you got to do. You want to put a billboard, whatever you want to do. I'm just saying it all helps. It all helps. Tech help is invaluable. I love the tech stuff. I mean, it really is. It's very hard because every person's situation is different as far as technology. So I have a wide range of stuff. I don't like to show all the high end stuff all the time, just because I think it's not practical for most people that want to get into it. But you know, as far as like just getting started, I'm confident that if you're going to get out of things what you put into them, and it's not just, you know, subscribers or thumbs up and comments and all that kind of stuff. It'll do something for you if you pick up the camera and just go and just get started. Pick up the camera, make a video. You'll feel good. You'll learn things. You'll maybe pick up some new friends. You'll interact. That's doing something for you. Okay. So maybe you get motivation from somebody in Romania across the world that just is over in Romania. It's the next day and they're pushing you to do better. And you don't know what their lives are going through. Like what's going on. You only see a snapshot, and it's important. That's why I thank, you know, the people that have supported my channel this year. I'm going to tell you, thank you so much, because it's, you never know on a percentage of where people are at. Like if somebody donates $1, is that, you know, 1/10 of what they have, or is it 1/100th or 1/1,000,000th of what they have? You never know. And it's important, because that's pushing somebody forward, and that's helping us be able to do more for people. It's helping me out. It's helping this channel grow. You know, it's making YouTube a couple dollars, which is good, but any kind of support, that interaction is a push forward. So it's definitely something I don't take lightly as far as that, because I don't like to, I usually am the one that gives out more than what's coming in so many different ways. So whether I can do time or resources or whatever the case I can to help you guys, just know that, you know, whether it's a like, a share, comments, whatever it is, I appreciate that big time. So getting there, Pat F. Amos, please hit the like button. Thank you, Amos. Appreciate you, man. Thumbs up before you leave. Yes, if you don't mind, thumbs up. Definitely. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Old timer, Buck and Little Spending with Plum would be good. Amanda, Armando's High Life. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Big time. Thank you so much. Planting seeds in life, teaching the world how to fish, right? Well, that's what it's all about. So if we can get you going, and we can get you holding a camera this way, unless you're doing shorts or TikTok this way, and hit record after you turn the phone. This way it doesn't lock the orientation, because if you start the video and then turn the phone, it's still going to be a vertical video. So you definitely want to turn the phone and then hit record. But if we can get you guys hold a camera, making some videos that make you tick, and that bring out your passions, or share your passions, or your influence on the world, or whatever the case may be, that's a good thing. And I think it's powerful. It's just something that's really hard to describe. But it's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. We got the weekend coming up. Let's make it happen. Jay Daniels, big heart, without a doubt. Amos, 100%. Thank you again. Armanda, High Life, thank you so much. All the super chatters, all my friends here, all the people that push me forward and help me, I thank you, as always. Let's go out and create some pixels. I'll see you guys in the next pixel. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Midweek pump. That's it. That's all we got. I'm over here now to shut this off, because I got things all over the place. Good night. Good night, Jay. Love you guys. Cut the grass Thursday. Woo-hoo. Don't give John Hudson any other ideas, because Cut the Grass Thursday will be the next one that's coming up. You'll see it. He has mac and cheese Monday. We got midweek pumps. We got Cut the Grass Thursdays. Whatever it takes. Love you guys. Be well. Be kind to people, and keep on bucking.